Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's episode of the Barton College Sports Update. I'm your host, Mike Del Sardo. And as always, we're live from the WEDT studios on the campus of Barton College. Bulldog sports are in full force right now, with the season excitement of our fall teams and the anticipation of the upcoming basketball season, which is only a few weeks away. But no matter how hectic or busy our Bulldog sports get, we will be certain to cover all of them, giving you the latest on each team on campus. Before we allow our excitement to jump ahead to the basketball season, let's first talk about the current success. The end of the fall regular season is right around the corner, and it's obvious as the fall air has turned cooler. But luckily, our teams haven't followed Mother Nature's pattern, simply because they've been red hot. We will break down each team right now. But first, with the playoffs near, let's take a look at the upcoming events and games so you can support your Barton College Bulldogs. Now you know exactly when the big upcoming games are, so that leaves you with no excuses. And instead, there's just one thing left to do, and that's come support our Bulldogs. And I'll see you at the game. But wait, before that happens, we need to get you up to date on our teams. Now, we will send you to our own Kevin Strasburger and take a closer look at the men's soccer team.
The Barton's men's soccer team is facing the final part of the season right now, with a record of 8 wins, 7 losses, and 1 tie overall, and 6 wins and 3 losses in conference. The Bulldogs are already qualified to the quarterfinals of the playoffs. With the playoffs starting the beginning of November, the men's soccer team already guaranteed at least one home playoff game, and they are training hard to face their next challenge. This season, the Bulldogs are not doing as well as they expected when playing a home field advantage. They only won 2 home games. On the other side, the Bulldogs only lost 1 away game, getting the win on 6 other opportunities. The first playoff game will be against Pfeiffer College. The Bulldogs already have a win against them sooner this season. In that opportunity, the men's soccer team scored 5 times at Pfeiffer's home field. As the playoff games start, the soccer team hopes that the Barton College students and the Wilson community come to the Barton Athletic Complex to support them. The soccer program doesn't charge any ticket in order to watch the match. It is free. This is Kevin Strasburger reporting for WEDT.
Thanks, Kev. It's awesome to see the success that they've had thus far, especially after a slow start like they had. But the big news on campus has been the complete turnaround of our women's soccer team. Playing under first-year head coach Chris Shaw, the women's soccer team has already tripled their win total from a season ago. And talking with Coach Shaw before the season even started, he said there's no doubt that our future here is bright. But more importantly, I want to stress that our right now is just as bright. And as we can see, he was very correct with that. And now, we'll send it to WEDT's own Simone Barbour, who's live on scene at the soccer field.
The women's soccer team won only 4 games last season. This year is a completely different story. This year, the story couldn't be more different, and that's in large part because of the first-year head coach, Chris Shaw. He is the 3rd head coach the Lady Bulldogs have had in the past 3 seasons. Another key to their success has been Jody Barber, who is a linchpin for this team offensively. The Lady Bulldogs have their fair share of youth and experience, and they are hopeful that helps going forward into the conference tournament. They will also be taking a 4-game winning streak into the conference tournament. This is always good to be playing good at the end of the season. Now from the Barton Athletic Complex, I'm Simone Barbour reporting for WEDT.
Thanks, Simone. It truly is an underdog story, and it's remarkable to see what Chris Shaw was able to come in and do in just a short period of time. You think he's been here for less than a season, and he's already had the success that he's had. I mean, tripling a win total in 1 year is pretty great stuff. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for the women's soccer team. When we return in the studio, we'll be joined with one of the greats here at Barton. She's had success since the very beginning, and we'll hear more from her about her story and as she is entering her senior year. When we return, we'll be joined live with Naisha Willie. We'll be right back.
Education Today with your moderator Amber Whitley, examining the people, programs, and progress of Wilson County Schools. An in-depth look at how Wilson County Schools help make Wilson County a great place to live and learn. Exclusively on WEDT, Wilson Educational Television. Education Today in Wilson County Schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the studio. Joining us is Naisha Willie, a women's basketball player here at Barton. Naisha, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, you're welcome.
Now, you've played since the very beginning. You were the conference freshman of the year, and now, you've done so much. You've accomplished so much. You were the conference tournament MVP last year, all conference selection. Now you're about to embark on your senior year, your final year. Tell us a little bit about how this off season was different, maybe things you did differently to get ready for one final year.
Well, I want to become a better leader on and off the court and just better my teammates to get better every day in practice, push each other to work hard so we can actually get a championship, because I do want to go out with a bang this year and get a ring.
Absolutely, and you've shown us each night that you can perform at a high level. What do you think, and what are your expectations for this team this year, for you guys to make a run at the conference championship?
Well, like I said, it all starts with practice. We have to push each other every day. We do not need to take days off. Like I told my teammates, every time you have time to at least go to the gym or just do a little bit of workout, it'll help. And hopefully to perform to the best of our ability and win the championship for the conference.
Now, in order to do that, what would you say are some of the keys that would have to fall in place and that you guys would have to do in order to reach that goal?
The main thing is play as a team. Without chemistry on the court, it's very hard to perform to the best of your ability. Like I said, we have to continue to work hard every practice, push each other to be the best we can be, and give 110%.
Now, we've seen you individually do it all out there on the court, and I don't know if Naisha Willie has any more left in the arsenal. I've seen you do about everything but dunk. But on an individual basis, what do you want for this year? What are your goals? What are your expectations for you individually?
As an individual, I would want to be a better leader than I was last year, because as you know, we have a lot of freshmen. So I have to show them and be a great example for them. And just work hard and push people and keep pushing and pushing the team to be the best that we can be.
Now, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here, but looking back real quick, you've had 3 tremendous years. What would you say that this coaching staff or Coach Saint Singh have helped you as a basketball player from where you came in, where you started, and to where you are now today?
Actually, when I first got here, Coach Danny, I didn't have the best defense in the world, so he told me that I wasn't going to play if I didn't know how to play defense. And with him saying that, it tore me to pieces because I'm a freshman just coming in. I'm like, oh, God, I'm not going to play. But I was in the gym every day working on my defense so I can become better. So I could say, as of the coaching staff, they've helped me become the best I can be. They pushed me. They yelled at me. But as of them doing that, it showed that they also love me as an individual because they saw something in me that I didn't, and they brought it out of me by pushing me. So.
Well, we've certainly seen it every night on the basketball floor. Now, how would you say that they helped shape you into who you are off the court and the person that you've become?
They helped shape me off the court by just working working with mainly my attitude, because with attitude that comes with building character. And by them helping me shape my attitude, it's helped me become a better individual off the court, like helping to deal with people like on campus and just how I, communicate with people. And
But, there's coming up your senior year, and we don't want to, look forward and look past that, but it's hard not to do so. Now, looking past that, is there anything that you have in your plans or goals for playing basketball after college?
yes, actually, I do want to go play overseas, so that's my main goal right now after I'm done with college basketball.
Anywhere in particular, anywhere?
Not anywhere in particular, just hopefully I have multiple options so I can choose and pick my better option. So hopefully that goes good for me after the season.
Definitely, and wish you and your team nothing but the best of luck this season, and you for the rest of your life and whatever happens after college. And definitely excited to see you play this year. As personally, believe it's going to be the best one for you, and hope you guys can bring home a ring or two.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages. What a great interview that was with Naisha Willie, who we've seen put on great performances night in and night out in the doghouse. But something tells me that this year she's going to reach new heights. And I personally am beyond excited and more than ready for the basketball season. Coach Saint Singh is fortunate enough to know she will have a player who's as talented as Naisha for this upcoming season. However, on the men's side of things, Coach Ron Levency doesn't have that luxury. As a matter of fact, he will be looking for players to step up and fill the role of Gerald Boston, his very own phenom who graduated last year and is currently playing professionally in Hungary. So it's still uncertain who's going to step up and take over this role. Talking with Coach Levency, he stresses the importance of his young players playing in big-time roles this year. Let's take a closer look as we send it over to Katie Wilkinson.
We're joined by Kyrie Faison. He's a men's basketball player here at Barton College. Kyrie, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
So Barton was not your first stop. You had a few transfer schools in between. Tell us a little bit about how you ended up at Barton.
Well, honestly, Barton College just seemed like the right place for me to go as far as basketball, school-wise, having good grades. I love the coaching staff, and I seen Barton in the past when I would come to their games as a freshman in high school, not only freshman, junior, high school, senior. So I just really seemed like the right place to go.
Well, now you started at Mount Olive College. It's Barton's rival school. How does it feel now?
Honestly, I don't think the feeling will really hit me until we play Mount Olive College the first time. But I mean, as far as right now, I'm just preparing myself the best way I can and just trying to do the right thing so that I don't end up the same way I was at Mount Olive here at Barton.
Well, now, how's your adjustment been as a transfer? Again, you started at Mount Olive, then you transferred to Brunswick Community College, and now you're here at Barton. So how has that transfer adjustments been?
Well, I feel like I'm in a better spot than where I was the last 2 years as of right now. So I'm just trying to keep it up with whatever I do with basketball, grades, meeting new people, just trying to better myself all around. And the adjustment is kind of like someone who has really been trying to better themselves in everything they do. So I just happy with myself.
Well, you know how good Barton is. They made it to the Sweet 16
Right.
this past year. What are some team goals that you may have, maybe some personal goals to have a successful season?
Team goals is just being the best player I can be, going hard all the time, 100%, so that the team can win. My team really expects me to just give it all I got, and being the starting five-man, I just want to keep up everything that I do. So that's pretty much it.
Well, Kyrie, we thank you again for being
No
here. We
problem.
wish you the best of luck,
All right.
and we will be right back with more.
The Barton Edition, examining the programs, people, and progress of Barton College. See how Barton College helps make Wilson County a great place to live and learn. Moderator Isabella Gano explores how Barton College students and faculty make Barton College a thriving and exciting educational environment. Watch the Barton Edition exclusively on WEDT, Wilson Educational Television.
Welcome back. What a great interview with Katie and Kyrie. And we're going to have to forgive him because now he's wearing the blue and black. No more of that green stuff, and, well, he's better off for it. But now we have a chance to take a look at the basketball team as an entirety. We'll now send it to WEDT's Keith Manley for more.
High octane, high energy, high intensity. We're talking Barton men's basketball. It's that time of year again, and the 2013-2014 men's basketball team has a lot to prove. Coming off of back-to-back conference championships and also back-to-back visits to the national tournament, the boys are back in the doghouse, gearing up for Barton's annual 45-second classic, where they will host Elizabeth City State Friday, November 8th, and Shaw University Saturday, November 9th. What may seem like a rebuilding year for most teams is simply another opportunity for a championship banner for Barton. After losing 6 seniors, this year's team is full of new, eager faces, ready to take on the challenges of being a young team. Head coach Ron Levency, entering his 18th season here at Barton, looks forward to watching his guys compete for another title this upcoming season.
This year, I'm really excited about this team that we have this year. We have basically a total rebuild of a team. We're coming off the third best year in the history of Barton basketball, with a Sweet 16 finish and a 23-8 record. And I was really proud of what the team did last year. This team has some big shoes to fill. Our non-conference schedule is tremendously difficult. But I'm really excited about how hard the guys have been working. They're showing a lot of energy. They're showing a lot of enthusiasm. They're going to be thrown in the frying pan, though, because of our schedule and who we're playing. So, you know, as a coach, you love challenges, and this year is a challenge in putting together this new team. We're trying to learn all the pieces of the puzzle of what guys are going to play what positions. So each day is a learning lesson for us, and we're excited about this year.
Thanks, Keith. We're definitely looking forward to the upcoming season, and it's weird seeing all those new faces. But Coach Levency and this coaching staff will definitely have them working hard and doing what Bulldog teams always do, playing hard-nosed man-to-man defense and playing 100% all the time. As their regular season is just a few weeks away, the women's volleyball team is coming to the end of their regular season, and into the conference tournament they go. Finishing third, they will hope to make a run and be playing their best volleyball right now in the conference tournament. We'll now send it to WEDT's Alicia Lasry, as she'll take us inside the volleyball team.
The women's volleyball team at Barton College started their season on early September, and they have been playing really hard ever since. The results have been pretty good, and they have been positioned at the top of the conference throughout the whole season. Coach Jeff Lennox has been coaching the women's volleyball team for only 2 years. It has been a change for the players, but in a positive way. This year, he recruited new girls that seem to fit pretty well on the team. Freshman Amber Kelly, who wears the number 5 on the team, moved all the way from California to become a Bulldog at Barton, and she tells us more about her decision on moving to the East Coast.
I just wanted to like try it here and try like a whole new place with all new people and like just go somewhere else because I love California, but it's just I would rather be somewhere else and not know anybody from high school and just have a completely new experience and like be without my parents and everything.
On October 25th, the women's volleyball team hosted King College at 6 p.m. for a conference game. It was homecoming weekend for Barton, so there were a lot of people supporting them. Even though the result wasn't what they wanted, they still played their best and fought until the end. Also, since October is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the girls wore pink socks to support this beautiful cause. Besides that, the season this year is almost over, but let's see what Kelly has to say about it, what they have accomplished, and what they're expecting for next year's season.
We are doing a lot better this year, and it's really great because we only have one senior, so we'll pretty much be the same team next year, but we'll know each other a lot better and we'll play a lot better together. And we've actually done really well in conference so far, but I mean, there's still really good other teams, but we're still looking forward to conference championships.
The Bulldogs still have some games left, but only few of them are home. The Conference Carolinas tournament is going to start on November 16th, and we wish the volleyball team at Barton College nothing but the best of luck. This is Alicia Lasry reporting for WEDT.
Thanks, Alicia. We wish them nothing but the best of luck as the conference tournament is right upon them. And for the rest of the Barton College sports teams, well, we wish them nothing but the best of luck as well. On behalf of Simone Barbour and Katie Wilkinson, I'm Mike Del Sardo, and we'll see you next time for the BC Sports Update here on WEDT.